The Vorthack Invasion Corps had subjugated 17 worlds without challenge. Their crystalline bodies towered above most species. Their energy cannons reduced cities to embers, and their telepathic links made them nearly unstoppable in coordinated assaults. When their scouts reported a new planet crowded with primitive two-legged creatures, Supreme Commander Thar hardly glanced at the display. Another simple harvest, he signaled to his officers. Activate the standard fear measures. The First Fleet pierced Earth's atmosphere. Like falling meteors, their vessels cast darkness over major cities. They expected the familiar sequence: terror, surrender, then systematic draining of resources and population. Instead, they faced something unexpected. The noises began almost instantly after arrival. Thundering roars echoed from every direction. Raw, brutal sounds that made even seasoned Vorthack warriors halt. Through their scanners they detected immense heat signatures shifting across the terrain, with violent tremors marked on seismic charts. Commander, his strategic officer, reported with unease. These readings imply beings much larger than first scans suggested. Some exceed 50 meters in size, with outputs rivaling plasma weapons. Thar studied the feed. Perhaps this world sheltered native predators their early surveys missed. Won't matter. The Vorthack had battled dragons and worse elsewhere. He ordered his legions to assume defensive lines and await the monster's advance. The howls grew nearer, joined by the sharp hum of weapons powering through smoke and dust stirred by descent. The Vorthack finally saw them. Colossal angular shapes moving with startling speed. Their hides looked metallic, marred by endless combat, and they carried weapons that pulsed with lethal fire. Confront the beasts, Thar commanded. Clash was unlike anything recorded in Vorthack history. These titans fought with deliberate precision, taking cover, coordinating movements, supporting one another. They showed a cunning that defied labeling them as mere animals. Their cries were constant, either coded speech or battle shouts. The Vorthack strikes landed true, yet the creatures' armor absorbed extreme punishment. Worse, when one collapsed, others rushed in and revived it, returning it to battle within minutes. The struggle dragged on for hours, with the invaders suffering heavy losses. During a short pause, Subcommander Yrel, scanning frequencies, uncovered something that froze her crystalline core. Commander, she called urgently, I've isolated the patterns of their cries. They are not worser. Their language, the truth, arrived as another wave of metal giants peered on a ridge. But now the translation array was live. Once sounded like wild howling became sharp, structured commands. Tank 7 lay suppressing fire on that ridge. Bravo. Company, move forward on my signal. Charlie, unit artillery on those coordinates. And then came the phrase that would scar Vorthack doctrine for centuries. Reload. The realization hit like a collapsing sun. These were no monsters. They were war engines. Vehicles guided by the same bipeds they had dismissed as primitive. The roars were combustion, gunfire, and worse stuff. All disciplined human voices directing a defense that had already destroyed half the landing force. Within minutes, Yrel picked up the same patterns across the globe. The entire world was rising, not in fear, but with what could only be called professional eagerness. Officer reported long-range sensors show massive mobilization across every continent. Thousands of them. These machines are converging. Through the viewport, Thar watched the formation. Tanks, the translator now clarified, maneuvering with surgical accuracy. Their crews were singing, actually. singing as they readied for more combat. The commander made a choice that spared what remained of his forces, though it ended his career. All units withdraw to orbit at once. We abandon this planet. As the surviving ships fled Earth's sky, they carried recordings and data that would alter galactic thought on humanity, a species that raised their young amid struggle, who shaped conflict into art, and whose war cry was not rage, but the steady command to reload. The galaxy would never again dismiss the sound of human voices in battle.